Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Snacks Thoughts. Yes, indeed. Welcome to Snacks Thoughts. On this one, this is another Friday night chit chat. I got some jazz music going and, pop me a brewski and getting ready to make me a mixed cocktail. So, what is Snacks Thought for the day? Thought for the day is just having peace of mind amidst the storm. And when I think about having peace of mind, what I'm referring to is with all this this pandemic with the coronavirus and the craziness that's going on with the economy, and it seems like stuff is just going crazy or getting out of control. And, of course, I understand that, people are going to be worried, depending on what their situation is. And then also, dead bodies dropping everywhere from this virus, hospitals and emergency essential personnel is feeling overwhelmed or overloaded, so it's a lot, to take in. And I take my hat off to the doctors and to the nurses, to firefighters, the police officers, and if I've forgotten anybody, anybody that is and even volunteers that are essential to handle this pandemic, and even those that are seeking to find a cure for it. But to the administrators, all those, there's people I can't even think of that are assisting in this. But I take my hat off to them, for being brave and going in there, making the sacrifices to help the sick get better, and for those seeking to find a cure. But they are major factors and contributors to this society. And even I gotta give it, to the U.S. government. I mean, they came through with this $2 trillion package, to pretty much and basically bail out the whole nation. And hopefully this bill will definitely help to sustain and bail people out and get things back to normal and keep people afloat and on their feet. Obviously everybody's situation is different, but there are a lot of people out there that are hurting, and this is not due to any fault, of their own, for something like this to come upon them, so people need all the help that they can get. And I definitely hope and pray that they do get, those that need it, get the help that they need swiftly and as soon as possible, and that those that need the medical help, that they definitely get to them swiftly and as soon as possible, and hopefully that people can stay healthy. But overall, I got peace of mind, in the midst, of all of this stuff with the media. You're hearing about it every day with the economy. I mean, it just goes on and on. The economy, the pandemic, and it's just like a domino effect. This bubble's gonna burst, that bubble's gonna burst. You got the Doomsday Preppers, and it's like they just having a field day now, But, I mean, when you really look at it, and I definitely am one for being prepared, but I don't believe in trying to spread panic to people. It's like, hey, we going through enough already as it is. We don't need people to unnecessarily stir up the pot. And I'm not saying, this is nothing against, saying Doomsday Preppers, but sometimes some people can go a little bit, overboard. Granted, for those that are well prepared and you stocked up and you got your stuff, I don't think it's appropriate to point the finger at those that may not be as well prepared or, have as much. People's situations are different. And for those that are doomsday preppers and, they're spreading doom and gloom and they're telling the American people not to take the money, my question to the doomsday preppers or to those that are spreading the panic is this. For those people that do need the money and they're basically saying that our government, by it bailing everybody out or supposedly buying up everything, that is changing from capitalism to socialism, and that basically is going to basically take us down. But the bottom line is this. You hear these guys mentioning, okay, buy silver and gold, in which that is wise. That is wise to have some commodities and hard assets. I'm not knocking that, but the question is, how did you buy that silver and gold? You bought that silver and gold and all your supplies with the same fiat currency that you claim that's going to be hyperinflated, and also that you're telling millions of Americans that need this hyperinflated in currency or these government bailouts, you telling them not to take it. So what is your solution to fixing the problem? What do you expect these Americans to do? Because I got news for the Doomsday Preppers. Granted, there ain't nothing wrong with being prepped, but we are all locked into this together. If China, the United States, all these governments, they're locked together. So it's like, if I would say if China or the United States sink, we all going to have a problem. And if both of them tank, then, basically, I guess you might as well get ready to reset the system. That's the only thing I can think of. Else, you about to get the start of an apocalypse if that happens. But, my thing is this: if you're going to, granted, for the Doomsday Preppers, this is your day, and I definitely, I'm not. It's not a knock against you guys, but some are going a bit overboard, and don't knock, people that may not be as aware or, as prepped as you are at this time. If they need help and their government is willing to provide it, hey, when people got mouths to feed and they trying to survive, they got to grab whatever lifeline they can. And so my thing is this: if you're going to put this information out on podcasts, social media, and you're going to point the finger at millions of Americans, we told you, okay? And you're telling them not to take this American money or the help that their government is giving them, then what I propose to you guys is give the American people a better solution. Don't just point the finger. It's a saying that goes that if you don't have nothing good to say, then don't say anything at all. And granted, I'm not saying that you guys are necessarily saying anything negative, but my thing is this: is if you got yours, okay, that's good. I'm saying that's good. But don't further slam people or throw hot coals on their heads for those that may not be as well supplied or as prepped, as you. Those people, they're going through enough already, and they don't need you guys to further rub it in. If they already got a wound, why are you going in, basically trying to pick at their sores, and do further damage? If you cannot help these people, then it would be best, to basically fall back. The last thing people need when they suffering and going through is to hear somebody like they, ha, 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 I told you so. You have to be considerate of other people, and always remember that what if you were in their shoes? And it don't take much for something to happen to where you could find yourself in their shoes. So be mindful and thoughtful of others and use wisdom, with what you're putting out. There's always a way to present information where, it can be well received versus something where you're taunting other people. It's like, all right, well, it's too late. We told you. I mean, come on, y'all. Y'all can do better than that. But that's just a random thought that just popped into my head with some of the Doomsday Preppers. But it's like, to be honest with you, y'all ain't getting away either. You know what I'm saying? And we all, saying in the end are in this together, because you rely on the system just like we all do. And even if you are, living off the land and able to, you have survival skills, like I said, which is great. But in some way, shape, or form, we are all dependent on this system. And if it falls, basically, we all gonna bite it. But no knock on you guys. Kudos, to the men and women that, are well prepared. Kudos to you. But please, this is your day. You know what I'm saying? So soak up all the attention that you can get, but be mindful of other people. Everybody doesn't have what you have, and granted, hey, people do make mistakes, but if they can find some help, don't knock them for taking the help, that they need to get, if someone is willing to throw them a lifeline. And that includes their government. The United States government is basically, are the big boys getting their bailouts? Yeah, they are. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they are. But every little bit helps and every bit counts. So don't knock what the government is doing to try to help its citizens. No government is perfect. And just like the people that aren't prepped rely on the government to a certain degree, so do we all to a certain degree. So be mindful of other people that may not be as fortunate as you are. And what I would say to you Doomsday Preppers, or to those that you got your resources, don't become high-minded and lifted up, because pride goeth before fall, and a haughty spirit before destruction. So, be mindful and use some wisdom, and, don't stir the pot, more than what it has to, than what it already is. Ain't nothing wrong with telling people how to prepare, but, people are going through enough as it is, saying don't make them panic no more, especially if it's unnecessary. But that's just something quick I had to get out. But as for me, I got peace of mind. I'm not, I ain't tripping. I'm not bothered. You know what I'm saying? I'm just in cruise control. You know what I'm saying? Doing my thug thizzle, baby. Yes, indeed. But always thoughtful of others. Because any one of us could be in unfortunate circumstances, or could be hit with unfortunate circumstances. So we have to be mindful of other people, and not to be haughty or even cruel in such harsh times. Like it or not, we do need each other, and that is the way it is. But yeah, to those that may be listening to the podcast and that will hear it, be encouraged, what I'm saying? Maintain your peace of mind, and because ain't nothing else like it. Having your peace of mind, in the midst of a storm. And like I said, this thing that we going through with this pandemic, we definitely will get through it. It'll pass, what I'm saying? And we just got to be diligent and be patient, and basically aware. Take care of your health. Take care of your health. Make sure to be conscious, of your hygiene. Make sure you wash your hands, and practice your social distancing. Practice your social distancing without being paranoid. And that's what I would say on that. And for the Doomsday Preppers, what I'm saying? Hey, keep on prepping and, keeping people aware. But don't make people paranoid. You know, there's always a way to present your information without going overboard. You know, we don't need to make people have any more sleepless nights than what they are having. But, yeah, peace of mind in the midst of the storm, you know, and it's good to have that. And for those of you, you know, that may not be in this place yet, you're going to get there, you know. You'll get there, you know what I'm saying? Just take it one day at a time, you know. Yes, indeed. Peace of mind in the midst of a storm. And yes, indeed, I'm on cruise control, baby. I ain't worried. I'm just chilling, you know. But yeah, but that's what I have, you know, for my Friday night chit chat. A word of encouragement, you know. So ponder it. Keep your peace of mind in the midst of the storm, you know, because worrying is not going to solve anything, you know, and you have to be able to, you know, keep your head, you know, you got to be able to think when it's all going down, you know, but yeah, hang in there, guys, you know what I'm saying, but yeah, peace of mind, keep your sanity and keep your peace of mind during the storm. But guys, that's all I got, you know, just something quick just to think about, you know, and let's be thoughtful of others during this time, you know, even if you're not affected by this economy and pandemic, you know, be thankful, you know, for what you got. Be thankful that you do have your health. Be thankful that you got your resources and supplies, and that, you know, that you are, you know, prepared and stocked up, you know. Be thankful, but be humble. And be thoughtful enough and mindful of others that are without. Because it could be, any one of us could be on the other side of the fence. But that's all I got. Peace of mind, y'all. Peace of mind in the midst of a storm. And this right here is Snacks Thoughts. Please subscribe. You know, you can find me on Anchor, Spreaker, Spotify, iTunes. And I also do have a YouTube channel that's called Eric Broadus YouTube. That's EricBroadus YouTube, or ericbroadusyoutube.com. So go over there and check me out on YouTube also, where I deal with different types of content. You know, everything from how to succeed in the military, information, health and wellness, you know, and just dealing with topics about philosophical about life in general. You know, so check me out and subscribe to my YouTube channel also. And please share Snacks Thoughts. You know, get the word out about it and share my YouTube channel. And for those that subscribe to my YouTube channel, tap that bell so you can get any future subscriptions, live streams, podcasts, and other videos. And yeah, check me out, guys. Check me out. But that's all I have for Snacks Thoughts on my Friday night chit chat. And I will catch you guys on another one. Peace.